Hi, I'm Suzanne from TVMEG.com. How are you guys doing?
Hi,
Great, how you
Suzanne.
doing? Suzanne.
It's great to see three handsome men all dressed up and sitting together.
Right on.
Thanks.
So, Dennis, what attracted you to this role?
The family dynamic of all these families, actually. I said this before, I'll say it again. I was drawn more towards the Hanahan family because that was more reminiscent of how I grew up
Mm.
than the other kind of smaller, concise group. But I love the family dynamic in my family as well, very much so, which is why I said yes, because I had to deal with a conflict that I don't normally deal with. You
Right.
know, a younger man trying to take my ex-wife, whom I'm still in love with.
Yeah, that
And
happens to everybody, right?
yeah, you
So,
would think.
John, you look like you're having a lot of fun with this role, and the comedy, of course, is right in your wheelhouse. Are there some deeper, more dramatic parts to Chuck that we might see later as well? I've only seen a couple episodes.
Oh, yes, there certainly are. I was doing a USO tour over in Kosovo and Poland when this script was sent to me, and it really resonated that in the landscape of comedy and humor, as you'll see as the episodes progress, there's some real issues that have to be resolved, but are also concurrently exacerbated by the holiday season.
Mm.
And that's fuel on the fire for these characters, and they're on a shot clock, and stuff has to go. And for actors, that's thrilling to be able to be in a storytelling capacity, trying to resolve issues within the context of the script in a finite period of time. Whether it's a play or a teleplay or a movie, that's the stuff that great gigs are made of.
Right. Okay. Sudarius, what have you enjoyed most about shooting this series?
Um, Getting an opportunity to work with people I've looked up to for the better part of my life was fantastic. And then, of course, getting an opportunity to tell a new story of something fresh, and to put a new face on Hallmark. I think that was really great.
And you're both working with the wonderful Loretta Devine.
Oh,
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
She's great. I used to listen to Dreamgirls on cassette. I love
Oh
that.
Me
wow.
too.
She was
Wow.
she was great in that. So Dennis, when people recognize you, is it more for the Allstate ads you used to do, or playing President Palmer on 24, or something else?
You know, it differs depending
Really?
upon what you like. Sports
Yeah.
fans, it's Major League.
Major League.
All
Um,
right.
24 fans, yes, it's David Palmer. When I was doing Allstate, it was 24/7, 365.
Right.
You know, it would be odd if they didn't mention that.
Love and basketball for me,
And
but yeah.
oh,
Oh,
yes,
there
yes,
you go.
basketball.
Yeah, when you've done so much, it's hard to say. Did people used to come up to you and say you're in good hands with Allstate? Say
Every day. They still do it.
Right on.
Still,
They
that's
still
funny.
do it.
That's funny.
Worth
Well,
it.
Worth it.
yeah, and you were the first Black president before Obama.
Oh,
The first Black president in a three-dimensional role.
There you
Yes.
go.
Oh, wow.
But it was very interesting when I was doing that.
Mhm.
Tell you this quick little story. I was in an interview. I still don't remember this interviewer's name. And I thankfully, because I would be on her right now, but she said, "Oh, do you think there'll ever be a Black president?" And this was like 2004,
Oh,
2003 when she asked me this question. I said, "Yeah." She says, "Well, when do you think that'll be?" I said, "Maybe 2012." She laughed at me.
That's funny.
She
wow.
laughed at me, and
Had it down,
it happened
huh?
4 years earlier than I
Yeah.
predicted.
Right on.
Wow.
And I wish I knew her name. I would call her
Oh,
right now.
wow.
Ah,
She laughed.
I didn't think that he would win simply because I knew how much, and we know how prejudiced people are now, but
right.
and I thought, oh, they'll never let it happen, right? But
By the way, biggest landslide in the history of the Republic.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome. I'm so
wow.
happy it happened, and I hope we have the next one soon.
We're about to witness another one.
That would be great. John, let's go more into Christmas. John, do you have a favorite Christmas tradition?
Yes, we do. In my house, we all gather around the Christmas tree, which is overly large because I love huge Christmas trees. And on Christmas Eve, we have a Christmas prayer where we hold each other's hands. A 27-year-old with special needs, my son Max, who was born with Down syndrome, my 16-year-old daughter, my 14-year-old daughter, and my wife and I. And since they were niñas and niñas, we hold hands and we have a Christmas prayer. And it treads in the territory of gratitude and acknowledging abundance and appreciation of each other. And you can't say anything wrong in the prayer. And it's prayer loosely. It's some of the things that are on your mind, whether you're 6 or 27, it doesn't matter. You're holding hands around a Christmas tree and telling whatever your truth is. And I live for it.
Wow, you're gonna make me cry now. That was a great answer. Well, Merry Christmas early. Happy holidays. And
Happy
So
holidays.
much, you too.
they're
Happy
telling me I
holidays.
have to go, so thanks a lot.